Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel, and this is Rahul. Today we are going to make a trip to Tadoba National Park in India. This park is spread across 1700 square kilometers in Maharashtra and Madhya Pradesh. We took from the road from Nagpur and it took around 4 hours for me to reach to my hotel Tadoba Tiger Valley Resort, approximately 150 kilometers from my home. Upon reaching the hotel, we checked in and had lunch. Post lunch, we came back 1.5 kilometers from the hotel to Irai Lake, where we saw the fabulous sunset. We also saw wild animals and birds, different kinds of bird species like open billed stork, purple moorhen, and others. I wish I could spend more time for this lovely evening, but I had to get back to my hotel for the safari. It's 5:30 in the morning and we are at the Kutwanda gate. We are ready for the safari and we have got our vehicle and we are just going to proceed for it. And the next 4 hours are going to be very exciting for us. So let's do it. Kutwanda is one of the best gates in Tadoba, and in the core zone of the forest, you can see a lot of animals. As soon as we entered into the Kutwanda gate, we were greeted by a group of wild Indian gaurs standing on the road itself. We were delighted at the sight of it. And boy, we saw a tiger, a sub-adult male tiger, Mama, and his bhanja. They were feasting on a kill that was made by a leopard, and it was of a spotted deer. You can see that Mama is feasting on the spotted deer kill. After about 5 minutes, we saw Mama was distracted due to some sounds. He just wanted to go ahead and check out what was going on. He could hear something but could not see the creature that was there in the bushes. For all you guys to know, there was a mongoose who was just accidentally attracted by the smell of the flesh of the animal and accidentally just landed in front of Mama. Here are a few pics of Mama. And Mama continued to feast on the spotted deer kill. And you can see the head of the spotted deer as well, along with its horns. Well, Mama was not able to leave the distractions behind, and the mongoose was also very fidgeting in front of Mama. So he decided to check out what's going on again. And he found out the mongoose and he decided to chase him away from his forest. We left Mama and Bhanja alone in the forest and proceeded towards our safari. We saw a monitor lizard having a nice sun bath in the early morning sun. We saw multiple animals and wild boars, and then we concluded the safari. We went to the afternoon safari in the Moherli Gate of Tadoba range. On the same day, we saw different animals as well as Choti Tara, the tigress of a cub. In the jungle, we saw honeybees who were circulating near us and they were trying to sting us because we were in their territory, which was very scary because those honeybees were big in size and they could easily, you know, jump on you and bite you, and there were hundreds of them. Anyways, we continued our safari further and we saw a lot of sambar deers and the Choti Tara, the tigress of one cub. Choti Tara was around 11 to 12 years old and was seated inside the bushes. She was huge, she was thirsty, she wanted to meet her cub. So she just got up and then she started walking towards the cub. The following footage was losing focus because I had multiple branches and other kind of things in between me and Choti Tara. Also, the footages are a bit shaky because we were inside the jeep and I wasn't using the best settings for the video, as well as I did not attach the tripod to it. Choti Tara sat there for some time and then started to move towards her cubs. We were anxiously waiting for her to get into the open place where we could get a clear view of her and get a clean, nice shot or footage. And then it happened that she just emerged out of those bushes. We in our vehicles were waiting anxiously at other spot to get a glimpse of her. She came out and she drank enough water and quenched her thirst. She was really very thirsty. Choti Tara was just around 15 to 20 feet away from our jeep, and she gave us a glimpse which sent chills down our spine. What a magnificent beauty she is. Here are a few pictures of her drinking water. And then she quietly walked away behind the bushes, trees, and near her cub. We could not see her. We continued our journey and we saw enough of animals and birds. Just before our safari was about to end, we saw Balram, full grown adult male tiger. He was huge, and being humongous was something that we really liked about him. We also saw Roma, the tigress. This tiger was dating, and he was here for Roma. Whenever you are in a jungle, you need to be very patient so that you can see and watch the animals in their full magnificence and brilliance. And that's what happened. After some moments that spent by, we saw Balram right in front of our jeep, around 20 feet away from the vehicle. That sight was something that I would remember forever. And then we lost Balram inside the bushes, but we were able to view a glimpse of a couple of wild dogs, around 7 to 8 of them. Then we came back to our hotel room. Some points about the hotel. The hotel Tadoba Tiger Valley Resort is located around 150 to 200 meters from the Moherli Core Gate. The core gate is just a walk away, and it's really very close, so that you can experience the thrill of staying in the hotel. You can take some lovely morning walking trail trips and spot some lovely birds. But nonetheless, it is thrilling, and since it is inside the core jungle, there are chances that you would be getting glimpses of wild animals. Good morning, everybody, and we are in day 3 of our safari, and today we are going out for the Moherli Gate. This is my hotel room, and I am in Tadoba Jungle Resort, and it's near to Moherli Gate. It's like going to be 5 a.m. in the morning, and you can see we still have the lights and it's all dark outside. And I hope we see something great today. Yesterday we saw almost 5 tigers, as you guys know, and all those 5 tigers were some excellent sightings. We had one tigress cross right behind and right next to our jeep, and she just went like this, and it was quite exciting and it was just wonderful. And we had one tiger cross the road in front of us, like around 20-25 feet in the wild, and he just crossed the road. He was called Balram, by the way. He was huge and humongous, and that was one of the moments that gave me all the goosebumps. And it is just exciting to see a tiger whenever you come to a safari. So that's what we had witnessed yesterday. Apart from that, we also saw some wild dogs and other wild animals, and this safari was something out of the world. So let's go ahead and see what we have coming up for us inside the safari today. And just to give you a warning, it is around 40, 42 degrees, 45 degrees sometimes in during the day in May. But inside the forest it is like an AC, which is totally very very cool. Just trust me, it's very cool. You feel like you should have got up a big fat jacket or a blanket for yourself, covering for the first 2 hours of the morning safari. So just be aware of that. And we went out on the day 2 for the safari on the Moharli Core Gate of Tadoba, just 100 meters away from our forest. We started the safari and we wanted to see the tiger again. We wanted to see new tigers and tigresses, cubs again. We saw a couple of birds like owls, jungle fowl, and oriental honey buzzard, and other birds. Today we were not able to find out the tigers so quickly. We had to find them through the dense forest areas. As you can see, this is the bamboo forest, and every 40 years the bamboo dies. So you can see that the bamboo trees are all lying flat on the ground. This is the 40th year per the guides, and bamboo is flowering again. They say that whenever bamboo flowers, there is a drought going to happen in the place, but I hope it does not happen over here. For more than an hour, we were just roaming inside the jungle, but without any success. We could not find a lot of animals like we did yesterday. But we kept our hopes alive. And finally, our patience paid off. We were able to witness Mama and Bhanja again in the dense forest, but this time they were much, much far away, almost 200 meters away from where we were seated. There was a lake that lay between us, and we had to use the binoculars to find out the tigers. In this footage, which has a lot of haze, which made it very difficult for us to spot the tigers, you can see that there is one prominent figure inside the middle of the frame. That's the mama sitting. I had to take this footage after just looking from the binoculars and spotting the tiger. I was not sure whether I'm shooting the right spot or not. It was just the trees that gave me the markings where I had to focus my camera upon. Later, we decided to move on inside the jungle and try our luck to find other wildlife that is available. We saw a lot of deers, barking deers. We also saw some sambar deers. If you are a wildlife photographer or if you are a wildlife birder, you would definitely find Tadoba an interesting place. There is a lot of species of birds and animals, including sloth bears and others. While returning back from the jungle, it was almost time that we get out of the Tadoba Moharli range. We saw a bunch of gypsies who were looking at the new tigress called Titri. Titri was a new tigress. She was the daughter of Sonam, and Titri had previously been in the buffer zone of the forest but now has come to the core zone to claim this area from her mother. It's interesting to find out how her mother, Sonam, drove out four of her sisters from the same area a few years before. Titri came and she drank some water and then moved out silently. Here are a couple of pictures of the magnificent new tigress. I hope you found this journey exciting along with me in Tadoba. Until next time, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting more videos, and here is my Instagram handle. Ciao.